Voice over on.
Hello, and I had a request to record this segment a couple days ago. Sorry it took me so long to get to it. But my first couple of comments, this is a video on how to use the Mac as an everyday user with VoiceOver. Now, some of the topics I was asked to cover, I already have made videos on, so you can go ahead and browse through my channel for those. But one thing I'm going to cover first, and that's been debated a lot on websites like AppleVis and Mac for the Blind and various listservs, is word processing. Now, word processing on the Mac is doable if you're willing to take the time to learn it. But if not, just watch this video. So, Pages, which is what most people argue is not accessible, is in fact accessible. It's a pain, but it's accessible. But if you want a quick and easy solution and you don't want to sit down and mess with Pages, I'll review the whole iWork suite when the new update comes out in September. But for now, I use an application called iText Express. It's free. It gives you a lot of useful information with VoiceOver. It's accessible, and it's lightweight. It's really fast. So I'm going to go ahead and launch it.
Keys. QuickTime Launchpad. Interact with GridNotes. iText Express. Press iText Express. iText Express.
Now, this is not going to be a VoiceOver tutorial. I want to clarify that now. I have VoiceOver tutorials on my channel. So if you hear me doing stuff and you don't understand, go find the tutorial. This is going to be, a text editing tutorial / iText Express review. And I'm also going to cover some other topics that people seem to have problems with. So, let's get started with the interface.
Stop. Toolbar.
First thing is the toolbar. I'm going to go ahead and interact with that and go through some of the stuff in it.
Interact with toolbar. 14 items. Background button. Save. Dim button. Print button. Print. Undo. Dim button. Undo. Redo. Dim button. Redo. Cut. Dim button. Cut. Copy. Dim button. Copy. Paste. Dim button. Find button. Previous button. Next button. Next.
Those previous and next buttons will go to the previous and next found items. I just wanted to clarify that.
Bookmarks button. Book info button. More toolbar items pop-up button. Stop interrupting.
So, that's the toolbar. After the toolbar, and how I got to the top like that, I know there's a built-in VoiceOver command for that, but I don't use it. I actually set a custom gesture, and my custom gesture, I love it, is command swipe up to go to the very top of an application window, and command swipe down to go to the bottom of a window. But anyway, here we go.
Paragraph style menu button. Choose a paragraph style. Helvetica, font family pop-up button. Scroll area. Scroll area.
Oops, that's my fault.
List toolbar. Helvet regular, typeface pop-up button. 1, 2, font size combo box. Black, text color well. Text background color well. Text style group. Text alignment radio group. 1.0, line spacing pop-up button. List style menu button. Scroll area.
Alright, so you have all of those options in the interface. You don't have to go any menus. I mean, you can go to menus and mess with stuff, and I'm going to leave that up to you to figure out what's up there, because there's really awesome stuff up there. And the reason I say that, the reason I'm not showing you every single bell and whistle in the application is because the best way, at least how I've seen it and how I've taught other people to learn an application, is to open it up, sit down with it for like an hour, and mess with it. It's the only way you're going to get good at using it is if you mess with it. So, I'm going to go ahead and interact with this area right here.
Interact with scroll area. 4 items ruler. Edit text. 100%. Pop-up button.
I'm not quite sure what that pop-up button does. But
L1C1 button.
that feature right there I love. It will tell you what line you're on and what character you're at. And if you open that pop-up button, you can change what information that gives. It's a really, really awesome feature. Pages has it, but it's not accessible. I love this application so much. Basically, mainly because it gives you so much application information on your text right there. You don't have to do any funky mouse cursor manipulation stuff that I really, really try to avoid messing with if at all possible. So,
edit text.
one thing I want to emphasize on, and this is right here, is how a lot of people will say that word processing is not efficient on the Mac. It is if you know how. With this text field right here, the main text editing window, you can type in it without interacting with it. But when you go and you read your text and you navigate on it, it's going to be annoying. So, always, 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 always interact with that text field.
Interact with edit text.
And the best way I think to move around it is a combination of keyboard and trackpad commanders. And if you don't have your trackpad enabled, you can use voice VO keys, which are control and option, and rotor right to turn your voiceover trackpad commanders on.
Trackpad commander is already on.
And you do the same keyboard combination and rotor left to turn them off.
Trackpad commander off. Track mail 5 of 23.
Oops.
QuickTime mail. iText Express mail 5 of 23. Bottom of top of document.
I don't know what that was about. Anyway, so, that's why, because I accidentally went into my dock. So, I'm going to go ahead and type a little test block.
S.
And no, I don't have my keyboard feedback on. I usually don't need it, but anyway.
T is top of document.
So, if you turn QuickNav off,
QuickNav off. T is a review of using the Mac with VoiceOver in everyday situations.
see how I spelled that first word wrong? So, I use up and down keys, the up and down keys when QuickNav is off, and you can turn QuickNav off using the left and right arrow keys simultaneously. I use my up and down arrows to go by line. I use my left and right arrows to go by character, but you can also refine that with your rotor gestures in your trackpad.
Sentences. Paragraphs. Sentences. Lines. Words. Characters. Bottom of document. T is QuickNav on.
Capital T. Capital H.
I.
Capital H.
H.
Capital T.
Top of document. This is a review of using the Mac with VoiceOver in everyday situations.
See? You can go through by paragraph, sentence, paragraph, line, sentence, word, character. Spell checking is accessible. Changing your font and selecting and copying and pasting items. You can do Command T to get the text attributes of the text that you're in. It's awesome. It's an awesome program.
This is a review of using the Mac with VoiceOver in everyday situations. Selection deleted. Close. Do you want to say cancel button? Don't save button. They're closing dialog. iText Express has no windows. QuickTime player. Screen selector. Mail. 5 of 22. Plot. QuickTime finder. Mail. 5. DD. Selected rich text document.
Anyway. So, that is word processing on the Mac. Again, with everything else, it is doable if you have the patience and you take the time to sit down and read articles and ask questions and just get yourself elbow deep in the application and play with it. So, if you have any more questions, if you have any comments, leave them in the comments. Follow me on Twitter at Christopher, that's CHRISTOPHER 2236. And if you have any questions, inbox me or email me at CHRIS.OMEALLY @gmail.com. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Voiceover off.